the illusion of desire, and the reality of what we seek. When we look closely at our vast desert of desires, we discover that they usually arise from only two impulses: the desire to obtain something we believe we lack, or the desire to get rid of something we fear. Almost everything we chase, avoid, plan, or worry about can be traced back to one or both of these movements. More specifically, our desires tend to cluster around a few core themes: scarcity, comparison, responsibility, self-improvement, loneliness or the illusion of separateness, permanence, and the future with all its predictions and planning. These are the domains where our minds work overtime, constantly assessing observations as possible threat or an opportunity to obtain a reward. Here is how the process unfolds. First, we observe our current circumstances. Then we attach meaning to what we observe, through thoughts and beliefs shaped by our past. Next, the mind runs predictive scripts, forecasting how these circumstances might affect us. Emotions are pulled in through memory. Identity becomes involved, evaluating whether a desire fits who we believe we are or should become. Finally, behavior follows. This loop: observation, meaning, prediction, emotion, identity, action, creates what we experience as reality. But the honest question is this reality actually real? If our perception of reality is rooted in our own mind, and if that mind constructs stories based on subjective memories and past experiences, then what we call reality is already filtered, colored, and edited before we even notice it. Yes, memories may be real in the sense that they happened. But when memories continue to determine how we experience the present, when the past keeps replaying itself through desires to replicate or avoid certain outcomes, can we still call this reality? What we usually call reality is often nothing more than societal agreements, inherited beliefs, trauma patterns, predictive scripts, and mental forecasts rooted in what we call the past. That is not reality. That is a mental simulation. And notice something else: we are almost never at peace with the present moment. We are constantly trying to grasp what we want or avoid what we fear. We tell ourselves, if this changes, then I'll be happy. Then I'll feel safe. Then I'll be in control. Does it ever last? 5 minutes, maybe, figuratively speaking. Soon another desire appears, another problem to solve, another future to manage. So we attach our joy, passion, and excitement to outcomes that never fully arrive. The perfect reality remains just out of reach, only to become the perfect mind storm. This reveals something uncomfortable but liberating. Attempts to fulfill our deepest desires through the outside world do not create lasting reality. They create cycles of wanting. Reality is not the perfect picture we chase, nor the imperfect picture plus endless attempts to fix it. So what is the mother of all desires beneath every other one? Is it love? Connection? Meaning? Or freedom? Redemption from life's burdens? Look closely and you'll see that beneath every ego desire lies the same longing, to feel whole, connected, meaningful, and at peace. But notice this too: the ways we have tried to fulfill these longings, through achievement, approval, control, relationships, identity, success, have never worked in a lasting way. They didn't work in the past. They don't work now. And they won't work in the future. Here is the paradox: the moment you detach from ego desires, you are instantly attached to what you desired in the first place: love, connection, meaning, a positive identity, fulfilling emotions, and meaningful contribution. Nothing we chase outside ourselves can guarantee these things. Anything external can come and go. Like actors on a stage. It can be lost, destroyed, rejected, taken away, or leave on its own terms. And whatever can disappear cannot be real. Reality, by definition, cannot be lost. It cannot abandon you. It cannot be destroyed. If something can vanish from your life, it was never reality, it was attachment. An illusion, like a mirage of an oasis in the desert, it disappears just before the moment you get a grip on it, while still being thirsty and a bit more disillusioned. What, then, is real? Unconditional love is real, because it is not something you obtain. It is what existence is. It does not depend on conditions, performance, possession, or outcome. Everything else, the endless grasping, avoiding, striving, proving, is rooted in fear. And here we return to the truth you already know: the moment you detach from ego desires, you are instantly attached to what you were seeking all along. Not because you earned it, not because you finally got it right, but because it was never outside you to begin with. That is reality.